Hi, how you doing? Welcome. So, like I said, I would get a haircut and then I would do a video hello. So, thank you for coming and watching me pour paint. I am still, as you know, learning how all this is going and very, very interested in knowing what you think of my videos, my art. Do you want to continue hearing my stories while I'm painting? Would you rather I just played some music? I know that I keep asking that question, but you guys have probably never heard it because I usually cut it out. So this time I'm not cutting it out, and this will be part of my introduction. Anyway, if you haven't, please subscribe. I do appreciate each and every one of you. When I looked this morning, I had 29 subscribers, and that is fabulous. So welcome and thank you for commenting, Gay and Chris and anyone else who has commented. I appreciate that. And anyway, let's get to painting. I'm going to put you up in the holder and we will get started. That should work. Okay, so the colors that I'm using today they're Deco Art paints again. And this is the Peacock Blue. And I've mixed that with, I've actually added some Minwax, what is it called? Minwax Polyacrylic. I'll show you the English side since that's what I can understand. Minwax Polyacrylic Protective Finish, Durable Protection, Clear Gloss. And it's very liquidy and very watery, but I got it for a protective coat on my paintings. It's not good for heat or anything, but it does look beautiful and add a beautiful gloss. But anyway, so I've seen some people adding it to their paints, so I thought I'd give that a try. What the heck, right? So then the other colors that I'm using are the Tropical Blue, and there's the Peacock Blue. And then I took some of this Copenhagen Blue. It's mostly Copenhagen Blue. And I mixed it with some of this Christmas Red. And this is the color I got. So it's a kind of a lightish purplish color. So I think I'm going to leave it the way it is, and I'm just going to use those three colors, and I have my copper, my trusty copper that I'm still trying to get to show up in something anyway. It did finally show up in one of my paintings, but anyway, I may try drizzling it today if it doesn't. And then there's this bloom technique, and I know that I don't have the proper stuff for it, but I do have this teal paint that, or this turquoise or teal or whatever color you want to call it, that does have silicone in it and may act kind of as a cell activator. So I may put it a drop or two right on the top and just see what happens for getting some cells in this. And again, my consistency of my paints is like a light trace. You can see that, let me get right here in front of the camera, and you can see that it just leaves a little bit of a pattern as it dribbles off, right? Just a little bit before it sinks in. And that's a very light trace. So it's not super thick. Somebody mentioned that my paints might be too thin, so I did thicken them up a little bit. This one's been mixed for a while, so it might not be the best example. Maybe my blue will show you. So again, does it show better there? It does look glossy, doesn't it? Kind of. I don't know. I ordered some iridescent medium, and so I'm hoping that will come and give me some sparklies. I miss sparklies. Anyway, so I've coated. What I have are these chunks, more of these chunks of wood that my husband drilled out for me. And this time I have actually coated them with white. Somebody said I should gesso them, but I didn't have any. And when I looked up substitutes, one of them was to just paint them. So that's what I've done. It looks really yellow there, that light. For some reason, it changes its own light. I guess there's probably a setting I should learn in my camera to make that stop, but I don't know it off the top of my head, so I'll try and look. Anyway, I have 4 of those, and then I also have a bigger one. And it's, I don't know, I haven't measured it either, but it's about 6 inches by 6 inches. No, it's about 8 inches. And it's going to be a trivet, so I'm going to use the same color on all 5 pieces. And I was going to try a dip, however, I think I will do just a blowout with just these 3 colors, 4 colors. Yeah, and we'll see how it turns out. Hopefully I don't hate it. I did have some problems. If you watched my last video, you would have seen that I had some issues at the end of it. When it dried, there was a lot of little white specks. So I'm hoping to not have that. I didn't get it in the last set of coasters that I did, the kind of re-pour from number 14. They still look really good, so. Anyway. So I think that part of my problem with the first one was that I didn't put enough paint on. So this time I have put on a thicker pillow coat and I'm going to use more paint, more of the same colors, although I totally spaced on putting the copper in the last one. So I probably shouldn't add it to the rest of them. Maybe I'll add it to the big one to make it kind of stand out a little bit, but I think I'll just set it aside for now. I think I might do my colors in a little different order. I'm going to start with this purple. Pour a pretty big puddle there. And then I'm going to go with the light, what is this? This is the tropical blue, which I mixed up a bunch of. Not entirely sure why. I'll use it all eventually, but I'll definitely be doing some blue pieces here for a while. Okay, and then we're going to put this. This is the peacock blue. Okay. I don't know which is messier for me, dumping it out of the bottle itself or trying to scoop it out with a little, maybe I should use regular sized popsicle sticks instead of these guys. No bronze. That's right, we forgot that last time. Okay, and this is still, I'm going to call it my cell activator. It's got silicone in it, and it's just a variety of colors. Last time I also forgot to flood it. So I'll remember that this time. I still don't have a proper blow dryer. I do have a better blow dryer, but I'm a little worried about bringing it in here because chances are I will make a mess of it. And, well, I guess either way I have to buy a new blow dryer, right? But what if it doesn't work and I make a mess of it? That would really, really toast my Frosties. All right, I'm going to pop that because that had a bunch of bubbles. And, oh my gosh, I've got a bunch of little specks. They'll be okay. But we got to pop these bubbles. Somebody told me that's one of the reasons I'm getting so many little white spots coming up. Is because I'm not popping all my bubbles. Alright. I don't remember if I'm supposed to just blow straight down into it, or if I'm supposed to blow over first. I don't think you blow over first with the bloom technique. So, here we go. Well, what do you think? In the end, I guess they turned out okay, but maybe I shouldn't have blown quite so much as I did. I'm still getting used to the paint thickness, and I had too much on one and not enough on the other. Anyway, thanks for watching. Remember to comment and subscribe, and remember to have a super fantastic day. It's almost Christmas. If you're celebrating, have a great time.